Let wisdom speak. A 31-day Bible reading through the book of Proverbs. Let wisdom speak. Well, grace to you. This is your friend and brother, Bishop Donald Oliver, and we've gathered for another daily reading out of the book of Proverbs, Proverbs chapter 5. Excuse me, Proverbs chapter 5. Each evening, you can meet me here during this month at 6:30 p.m. for daily reading out of the book of wisdom, which is the book of Proverbs. So let's let wisdom speak to us in Jesus' name. Here begins the reading of Proverbs chapter 5, beginning at verse 1. My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drop as honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps take hold on hell. Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life, her ways are movable, that thou canst not know them. Hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh the door of her house, lest thou give thine honor unto others, and thy years unto the cruel, lest strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of a stranger. And thou mourn at the last, when thy flesh and thy body are consumed, and say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined mine ear to them that instructed me. I was almost in all evil in the midst of the congregation and assembly. Drink waters out of thine own cistern, and running waters out of thine own wells. For thy fountains, let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the streets. Let them be only thine own, and not strangers with thee. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breasts satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger? For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his goings. His own iniquities shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. We've read the entirety of the book, chapter 5 out of Proverbs, chapter 5, verses 1 through 23. Join me tomorrow evening at 6:30 as we will read through another chapter out of the book of wisdom, and we will allow wisdom to speak.